All right, let's jump right in. What if you could sell your home and get your full asking price, guaranteed? I mean, that's a bold promise, right? Today, we're going to deconstruct an offer that makes that exact claim, and we're using the specialist's own document to see how it's all supposed to work.
This is it. This is the core promise, pulled straight from the source. It's a really powerful statement, you know? It's designed to just cut through all the noise of the real estate market. A guarantee on your full asking price. That is incredibly appealing, which of course immediately begs the question.
How can a promise like this actually be delivered? I mean, what's the real mechanism behind it? That's exactly what we're here to break down, using the specific information provided right in the document.
So our source for all this is a document from Kevin Young Sr., and he calls himself a seller finance specialist. Now, that title alone tells you we're probably not talking about a typical real estate deal here. So let's go straight to the source material and see if we can understand his approach.
So how is this full price actually achieved? Well, the document points to one core method: temporary seller financing. In really simple terms, seller financing is when the seller basically acts like the bank and the buyer makes payments directly to them. This document is proposing a temporary version of that whole setup.
Now, what's really interesting here is the definition from the source. Notice the focus? It isn't on the buyer at all. It's all about creating immediate, profitable solutions for sellers. The entire strategy is framed as a problem solver for the person selling the home.
And the document makes it personal. It frames this whole thing for sellers like you. This kind of language positions temporary seller financing as this custom-built solution tailored specifically to hit that one big goal, getting you that full asking price.
Okay, so if temporary seller financing is the method, what's the actual tool that makes it all work? In real estate and finance, deals are often built around something called a note, which is pretty much just a formal IOU. And luckily, the document gives us a really clear answer on how it uses them. This tagline from the specialist, it just connects all the dots. The key mechanism is structuring real estate notes. See, that tells us we're in the world of financial instruments, where the deal isn't just a simple sale. It's crafted, it's structured in a very specific way to get to that full price outcome. So, if we put this all together, the document implies a pretty clear three-step process. First, the transaction gets structured. Second, those specialized notes come into play. And the result of that whole process is the guaranteed full asking price. So we have two sides of the coin here. You've got the big, appealing promise, and then you have the technical process behind it. The document presents these as being directly linked. Let's actually visualize exactly what that looks like. This slide just lays out the entire strategy perfectly. Over on the left, you have the emotional appeal, right? Security, profit, speed. And on the right, you have the technical engine that supposedly delivers it all. The seller financing, the specialized notes, and the structured deals. The entire offer is built on connecting this promise to this process. Okay, so let's do a super quick recap of the key terms from the document. The specialist is Kevin Young Sr. The method is temporary seller financing. The tool is specialized notes. And the big promise is, of course, the full asking price. The document itself actually concludes with a direct call to action, and it provides this phone number for anyone who wants to learn more about how this process might apply to their specific situation.
And this leaves us with one final and I think crucial question. In any deal, what is the true price of a guarantee? We've deconstructed the what and the how based on the document we were provided, but for any seller, the most important step is always understanding the fine print. Thanks for tuning in.